Lance Bottoms.
Oh.
She is the mayor of Atlanta. She won? Yes, she did.
Drop on the clues bombs for Keisha Lance Bottoms. You know, I'm going to tell you how messed up we are sometimes. I woke up this morning, I look at my text. Nobody told me Keisha won.
Well,
but everybody's sending me a video from the Shade Room with Tyrese in the background of Keisha. Oh, why y'all ain't tell me she won? But I don't care about Tyrese in the background.
They haven't officially announced it yet because it was really, really close.
Oh.
And so Norwood said there was an unofficial count, and she's asking for a recount already before they officially announced it.
Don't start this.
Keisha Lance Bottoms already gave her victory speech and everything, but
yeah, that's what I thought I saw. I thought she gave a victory speech.
Yeah, don't start that. She won.
Yeah, they're waiting for updates on the vote total later on in the week.
Goodness gracious.
It was like a 50%. She won by like 1,000 or something like that.
So she gave a victory speech already, but she didn't. I don't know if she won or not. Atlanta, tell us if she won or not. Y'all would know better than us.
I don't know.
Atlanta, did Keisha Lance Bottoms win? Huh?
I think she won.
Tyrese being in the background of her victory party is not a good sign.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I have some ether for you in a little bit. I have a feeling.
You keep playing with that. You listen. Go ahead, do it. I dare him. Charlamagne ain't jumped out the window in a long time. Go ahead.
Oh my goodness. Well, shout out to health coverage. I want to shout to health coverage. Yesterday I had a pain in my side, right? And I thought it was my appendix. I said my appendix is bursting. So I went to the doctor, and the doctor said, first of all, your appendix is not on your left side. Your appendix is on your right side.
Oh God!
You could have Googled that.
I didn't know that, but you know when people say, I said my side hurt, and my mom be like, "Oh, it's your appendix. You better go to the emergency room before it busts." So I went to the doctor. The doctor said, "Look, man, you just got a little gas, man.
It's Taco Tuesday.
You just got a little gas."
So all you had to do was fart.
Pretty much.
Okay.
That was easy for me. So that, but shout out to health care. I ran right to the doctor. I'll run to the doctor for anything.
I'm a hypochondriac. I do the same thing. If I feel any little pains, if I see something happen to somebody on the news, I start thinking it could happen to me. So I go to make sure I'm good.
You and me both.
I do it all the time.
I called my wife. I said, make an appointment now. She was like,
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, man. Well, let's get the show cracking. Caesar from Black Ink Crew will be joining us this morning.
Oh, yes, that show. Season 6 debuts tonight.
Seems like it's season 22. Seems like they've been on air a long time.
You know what? They show those reruns nonstop. That's probably part of what it is.
It's a good franchise.
Every time you turn on VH1, Black Ink is on.
Solid franchise. That's what you want from a TV show.
We'll kick it with Caesar. And Front Page News, what we talking about, Ye?
We'll be talking about Trump's decision in Jerusalem and how that could potentially affect everyone.
All right, we'll get into all that and more. Keep it locked. It's Gucci Mane. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
This audio was uploaded by Mr. G.A. Willie. Search for my channel on YouTube, MRGAWILLIE.
Scooch, eat it up like it's a feast. They say the dope on fleek.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Now, tell us what's going on in Atlanta, Yee.
Yes, well, it was a huge race for the mayor yesterday, and it looks like at this point Keisha Lance Bottoms is the winner, which is what we all wanted. Mm-hmm. But Mary Norwood is already calling for a recount. It was really close. It was less than 1,000 votes difference between them, so that means they automatically have to do a recount because it's too close to really call at this point in time. This happened to Norwood before when she lost to Kasim Reed. She requested a recount. It was a very slim loss back then too in 2009. So she's no stranger to this happening. But right now it looks like Keisha Lance Bottoms is the winner. She likely will be, but they are still going to do a recount.
I mean, she already gave a victory speech, and from what I was just told, they running ads in Atlanta saying she won. So I would hope they wouldn't do all of that.
Yeah,
she didn't win.
Now let's talk Donald Trump. What's he doing now?
Yes, Donald Trump has decided to recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel, and he's also going to relocate the U.S. Embassy there from Tel Aviv. Now, how does this affect us? Well, what they are saying right now is that there's a lot of downsides to that. There are fears that action will trigger violence against Americans and U.S. interests, and there's also going to be 3 days of rage across the West Bank. So Jerusalem is now warning Americans to be wary of demonstrations after Palestinian factions are calling for those 3 days of rage. This could also potentially damage American foreign policy goals and relationships there. So Donald Trump, and we'll be the only ones to have our U.S. consulate in Jerusalem. So.
All right.
I don't even know what that means. I'm not going to sit here and lie to y'all.
The U.S. Embassy in Jerusalem.
Okay.
All right, now let's talk about this Oklahoma
Chick-fil-A
senator.
going to be open on Sunday?
No, that's not going to happen.
All right. Well, in Oklahoma, the police department released body camera footage of a former state senator, Ralph Shorty. He was caught in a hotel room with an underage boy days after he did plead guilty to child prostitution and pornography charges. The footage shows the police knocking on the door of that room. And he's a Republican, by the way. And the underage male, police said they went to the room after receiving a welfare check call placed by the teen boy's father. So the kid has been, I guess, prostituting himself out, is what they are saying.
How old was the boy?
I don't know exactly how old he was, but we do know that he's underage.
So dude already got caught and he went back and did it again?
No, he already had gotten caught with having a child prostitution and pornography charges. And then the police went to the hotel room and found him with an underage boy.
Damn, he's committed.
I think he was 17. He was 17 years old. And they said he hired the 17-year-old boy for sex.
Oh, he's committed. Jesus Christ, he got an addiction.
My goodness. All right. Well, that's front
Just
page
got caught.
news. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you're upset, you need to vent, hit us up right now. Or if you feel blessed and want to spread some positivity, 800-585-1051. Hit us up right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Say it with your chest.
We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
So you better have the same energy.
Hello, who's this?
This is Star calling from Virginia Beach, Virginia.
757-804. Get it off your chest, mama.
I want to say I'm blessed to see another day, another year. Today I turned 23, so I'm excited.
Happy birthday, mama.
Age is a
Thank
blessing.
you.
Age is a blessing, boo.
Enjoy your day.
Thank you, you guys too.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Stephanie.
Hey, Stephanie. Why you
Stephanie
sound so pissed
mad.
this morning?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I'm not mad.
Oh, okay. She said,
I'm
this
blessed.
is Stephanie.
This is her everyday voice. All right, what's up, Steph?
I'm blessed because I have awesome family members. I have my sister Valerie, her daughter Brianna, and her daughter Tanisha. My sister Valerie, her daughter Brianna, and her daughter Tanisha in my life. Valerie and Tanisha Valerie and Brianna take care of me.
You don't even know who take care of you.
You
How
should
you
wrote
love
it
these
down.
people so much, but you can't remember who these people are?
I just woke up, honey, and I heard your call, so I wanted to call you.
Let me tell you something, baby. You should not talk to nobody till you have some coffee or green tea first.
Yeah, you gotta do do 10 push-ups.
Okay.
Get the blood flowing.
I did it.
Just that fast, huh?
Yep.
No
right.
doubt.
Yeah, I'm quick like that.
Thank you,
Well,
Steph.
we love you, boo. Have a good day, Steph, all right?
You too. Bye-bye.
Hello, who's this?
Good morning, Queen. Good morning, God. Welcome
Good
back
morning.
in. This Fred from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, calling, checking in with you.
What's up, Fred? Get it off your chest, bro.
I'm the same guy who called a few weeks ago. I left my house because my girl wouldn't stop gambling at Potawatomi Casino, and I'm back at my mama's house.
Okay.
And I just wanted M-Easy to drop one of Clues bombs to me. I've been gone from home for a month, and I just got my first piece of Poom since I left home.
Hey,
Okay.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, young man.
Thank you. Hey, y'all just stay praying for the young man, and I'm trying to stay positive. God bless, and I love y'all.
How it smell, though?
I guess it was mediocre. I give her a 5.
He took anything. All right, bro. Thank you, man.
Thank you, sir.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. Call us up right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
This audio was uploaded by Mr. G.A. Willie. Search for my channel on YouTube, MRGAWILLIE.
The Breakfast Club. Jess. Whether you're mad or blessed, we want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
From Jacksonville, Duval.
Your phone sound crazy. What's up, bro? Get it off your chest.
I was calling. I'm happy to be walking this earth. The only problem I got, well, not problem, but one thing I want to discuss is that y'all enlighten me. I have to say for me, y'all enlighten me so well on things going on around in the hood and around the world, United States. But the only problem I got this morning is Charlamagne. He's a bright young fella, and I don't understand the problem with the teasing or the cracking jokes with Tyrese. And it sounds like he got a mental illness. I don't know him personally.
Man, stop it. Tyrese ain't got no mental illness. Tyrese full of feces. All right? And, by the way, if you think that he's got a mental illness, that has nothing to do with him incriminating himself yesterday by saying he committed marriage fraud.
Yeah, but mental illness, how do we know if you're mental or not?
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? We don't know, but the signs he's showing to me, it's signs of mental illness. I don't know.
Okay, you just don't like him coming at his former friend who might be mentally ill.
Friend or not, mental. It just seems like it's mental. I don't know him personally. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not no neurologist or nothing of that nature. But to me, it just seems if I didn't know him, I didn't know. And I see this guy carrying on the way he carry on, I would say, oh, this guy's mental.
What happened to people just being full of feces? Why everything got to be mental illness
But is
nowadays?
this out of character? Because he wasn't like this before.
Yes, he was.
Sorry,
and
yeah.
you said it off the air all the time.
No,
He's
was
been
not,
like
not
this.
Like this?
Yes,
Come on
he
now.
has.
This is next level. He was not doing stuff like this before.
I hope he does get help if he has a problem, but certain things just don't add up.
He's just
and
a
I love
liar.
Tyrese to death, but certain things just don't add up. Like, you just don't, because somebody tells you to take these pills, you just take pills. Like,
Hey, listen,
there's a lot of things just don't add up. I hope he does get help. I
he's
hope
just a
everything works
liar.
out for him.
Stop
I love
it.
him to death, but
Stop it. This is why guys like him don't ever get any better, because nobody tells them the truth. He's just a liar. He's full of feces, all right? Stop being full of feces and he'll be okay. Remember how you went to the doctor because you thought your appendix was going to burst?
Yes.
He don't got mental illness. He's just full of feces, all right? That's all. Feces. I want to say the S word, so whatever.
feces
Is what he's saying.
There you go. There you go. Hello, who's this?
Yeah, this is your boy Smiley, man, reporting live from the bottom, from South Florida, 1800 block.
All right, Smiley.
Hey,
What's up, man?
Smiley, what you smiling about?
I'm smiling because it's beautiful and I'm alive. I'm riding around and I'm getting it early in the morning and I'm live with y'all. Oh, man, you know how long I've been trying to get through with y'all? I'm nervous and I'm shaking, about to run the red light.
Where you going this morning, man? Where you on your way to, bro?
Due to the grounds that it might incriminate me, I'm running errands.
You running errands at 6 in the morning. I ain't mad at you. You and your grizzly.
Yeah. No, I just want to vent out to the world like, wow, world, why y'all doing me like this here? I've been doing the Instagram comedy thing for a good little minute now. Really, not a year and some change.
Shut up.
And I'm still stuck on 1,100 followers. What's up, man?
Have some patience, bro. Damn. What you mean? I've been doing it for a little minute. You've been doing it for a year, and you think you're supposed to blow up? You want to be as big as Fat Boy? Uh-huh. You want to be as big as DC Young Fly? Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. It takes some time,
hey,
sir.
You'll be surprised. Hey, can I say one thing?
Go ahead.
Charlamagne, you the man. Envy, I've been following y'all radio station ever since I was in high school, to the point where we was recording it. We're recording it on the 8-track. You feel me?
On the 8-track? That's a damn lot.
What station was this on?
Breakfast Club came up in the digital world, sir. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
No, ain't to the track. I'm talking about on the cassette.
Oh.
But I like y'all, man. I wake up early in the morning.
We grew up in a digital world. We
He
came
might
up.
have had
What are
a
you talking
cassette
about?
player. I don't know.
Nobody got no goddamn cassette player no
Thank
more.
you, bro, man. You stay grinding. Give me a sec. Cassette. All right. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. Yeah, we got rumors on the way.
Yes, imagine you think you're out on a date night only to find out that the person that you're with just had a baby with their fiance. We'll tell you who this just happened to.
All right. We'll get into that when we come back. Keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
The one they talk. Rake it up, rake it up. Rake it up, rake it up. Rake it up, rake it up, rake it up.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Eminem.
This is the Rumor Report with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
So listen up.
Well, Eminem has a new album, as you should know by now, coming out on December 15th next week, Revival. And they have released a track listing for that album. Of course, we've already heard Walk on Water featuring Beyonce. Other people on there, Ed Sheeran's on the album, Alicia Keys, Skylar Grey, of course. Kalani's on here. Pink is on here.
Fresher.
That I was going to get to that. That was the last one I was going to say. Brooklyn's Own.
Dropping the clues bombs for the young man Fresher.
Fresher is on a song called Chloroseptic.
I see 2 Chainz didn't make the album, though. Remember, that was a big deal when they took a picture together.
Yeah, they did work together, so who knows what's going to ever happen with that song.
They said with the Fresher record, they said M called for Fresher's producer to do the record, and then when they did the record, he was like, no, I need Fresher on the hook. So
smart.
So that's dope. I can't wait to hear that
Who's
record.
Fresher's producer?
I don't know.
Oh, smart young man.
I guess maybe one of the people that did Fresher's record.
All right, well, that's dope for him. So
Yeah, real
shout out to Eminem. All right, Rita Ora, this happened. Now, apparently she put out a picture with Conor McGregor, and she said date night, and she added him on it. Only problem is that he did just have a baby earlier this year with his longtime girlfriend, who he's been with for 9 years. And that had everybody in a tizzy on social media, of course. Now, one of Conor McGregor's sparring partners, Artem Lebov tweeted out, "Sorry, Rita, burgers are nice, but not when a man has a steak at home."
Damn. It's all beef, though, at the end of the day. Just about what you're in the mood for.
All right, so
that's all. He shouldn't have used burgers. He should have used fries or something. Use a side. You know what I'm saying? A burger is an entree. Come on now.
After that, Rita Ora then posted a picture with Donatella Versace and said, "Last night with my real date, hashtag Donatella Versace." Now, a rep for Rita Ora has said that she was just saying date night as a figure of speech. She said she also posted pictures with other people that were selfies and said date night as well. So she didn't
come
mean
on, Rita.
anything
You're
by
smarter
it.
than that now. You can't just be throwing the word date night around, all right?
Right. And then, you know what's interesting after that? Then she posted a picture with Andrew Watt. I guess that's her boyfriend, and the two of them together. So I guess after all that happened, she wanted to make sure people knew that she does have a boyfriend, and she made it official on Instagram.
She got to clean it up, huh?
Everybody always looking for a hashtag. See, hashtag date night is great, but you could just put hanging out. Just put hanging out.
Just chilling. Look who I seen.
That's it. Kicking it.
Look who I ran
You know what I'm
into.
saying? You ain't got to say date night. Everybody want to hashtag something.
Yeah, she could have said something funny. But yeah, so things got a little crazy. Now, congratulations for Assad Khalid. He is now going to be the youngest person ever on the cover of Paper Magazine. Listen, little Assad is killing it. I don't know if you guys saw the cover of Paper Magazine with Assad on there, but he's also all in the magazine. It's their digital issue, but super cute pictures.
Yeah, Assad's going to grow up and not even wanting to be in the business at all. He's like, I don't want no parts of this music business, this industry, nothing, Daddy. All right? You spoiled it for me early.
You know, Assad already has like almost 2 million followers, so. All right, Tupac. There's a picture of him, and people have been talking about this picture. It's a full frontal shot of Tupac, so basically a penis picture, and his ex, I guess, is trying to sell that for $7,500. That's what she wants to do.
Finger was pointing. Never mind.
What?
Whose finger's that?
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what happened.
Explain that picture.
How do you prove that's Tupac's penis?
This photo was taken in the middle of a house party. They said that Tupac would try to shock his friends by exposing himself all the time. And at this particular night, Tupac's girlfriend said, "I'm going to take a picture if you don't cover up." So he didn't cover up, and that's how that picture actually happened. So y'all can be in here playing around all y'all want. Then somebody take a picture, and now that is being sold for $7,500. So a rock and roll auction house is accepting offers if you want to get that picture. So if she can't get the asking price, then the woman is going to let that picture go to the highest bidder.
See, the thing is, with all the sexual assault allegations and sexual harassment allegations, Tupac's not alive for that lady to say Tupac exposed himself in front of me at some point in my life. So she's just like, bump it, I'm just going to auction off the picture. She's going to make a dime or a coin, get some attention some way, somehow.
Well, yeah, she has other pictures, too, from that particular party that she's trying to sell, but there's just one penis.
If Pac was alive, she'd have just said, Pac whipped out in front of me and masturbated. Okay? Being that he's not here,
I'm surprised.
He's just auctioning off pictures of his penis.
Pac's estate can't stop it. Isn't that his picture?
I'm surprised that people still have high-definition pictures of Pac's penis in 2017. All right, that was the 90s. That was probably taken with a Polaroid. Why is that in HD?
You said,
that's what I want to know. Like, that makes no sense to me. Like, Pac lived a long life for somebody who was only here 25 years, man.
All right, well, I'm Angela Yee, and that is your Rumor Report.
I've been alive a long time. I ain't got no penis pics.
All right.
Okay.
All right, well, let's get in front page news. What we talking about next?
We are going to be talking about Atlanta and the new mayor of Atlanta.
All right, we'll get into that when we come back. Keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
This audio was uploaded by Mr. G.A. Willie. Search for my channel on YouTube, MRGAWILLIE.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Now let's talk Atlanta's newest mayor.
Yes, voters in Atlanta were happy to find out, most of them, that Keisha Lance Bottoms will be the new mayor of Atlanta. Now,
I love her last name,
the other candidate,
very fitting for Atlanta.
Mary Norwood, is calling for a recount because it was a very, very, very close race. And so according to Norwood, it's not over yet, and they are going to do that recount, but Bottoms is still celebrating. Check it out.
We started this campaign more than 12 months ago, and after talking to thousands of voters across this city, you all decided that our campaign was the one that you should support. When all odds seemed against us, you all stood with us. One Atlanta, as we stand tonight, united as one Atlanta.
Hey, man, Bottoms are still celebrating in Atlanta. Drop one of Clues bombs for the Bottoms celebrating in Atlanta. All right? right?
You said she won with less than 1,000 votes?
Yeah, it's less than 1,000 votes that she won by. So that's why they are going to end up doing a recount. But I mean,
finally, some bottoms win in Atlanta.
Stop it.
Right. Finally.
All right, now YouTube is hiring 10,000 people, and they want to police offensive videos that's on YouTube because there's all kinds of content I'm sure you guys have seen of people on the site just saying crazy things. There was things on YouTube previously where people were promoting terrorism, and David Duke had videos up there. People were promoting David Duke. Also, there's people that go on there and leave nasty, inappropriate, disgusting, comments on kids' videos. So pedophiles will go on there and say disgusting things as well. So now they're hiring 10,000 people that will police YouTube content.
That's smart.
Yeah, it's about time. I'm surprised they haven't did that. So all kinds of issues. All right, and I know you guys have seen the fires that have been growing very quickly in Southern California. Tens of thousands of people had to flee their homes yesterday as brush fires went through. So there's fires breaking out all across the region in Southern California.
What happened to Smokey the Bear commercials? Remember when they used to have Smokey the Bear commercials? And they used to be like, only you can prevent forest fires?
I don't know what happened.
They need to start running those in California again, man.
All right. It's hard to prevent, though. They just spread so quickly with the winds and everything. All right. Well, that's your front page news.
All right. When we come back, Caesar from Black Ink Crew will be joining us. You guys still watch that, Black Ink Crew?
Yeah. You know, season 6 starts tonight.
Okay.
Caesar, my man. No, but I don't watch the show. All
right. We'll talk to Caesar when we come back. Don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
In less than 3 minutes, Caesar from Black Ink Crew will be in the building, so don't move. Keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. JNV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes.
From Black Ink Crew Season 22, Caesar.
Yeah, Caesar's still out here having sex with a whole abundance of women like it's the early 2000s.
Now, what episode are you on? What season?
Man,
season 6?
This is season 6. I think we passed 100 episodes already.
Jeez.
Has it been profitable?
Yeah, very profitable.
Word.
For your tattoo business or from the show?
Both.
Okay.
Both, you know what I mean? Like, you've been on TV for 6 years now.
Mm-hmm.
It's a blessing to be here so long. Like, a lot of people don't make it that long in reality TV. And fortunately for me, I've been able to turn into a business opportunity.
What about the spinoff shows? Do you eat off those too? Or?
I eat off anything that's named Black Ink. I own the whole Black Ink brand.
Wow.
So anything called Black Ink, from Chicago to Black Ink New York to the other Black Inks that we're doing, everything is me.
Or
all right, now let's get into your personal life because that's all on the show as well. So what's the status with you and Duchess right now? Because you guys were engaged.
Yeah, y'all engaged, right?
Nah, that was.
But you got some girl pregnant.
Nah, I ain't getting no one pregnant.
Because I saw it. Okay, so that's a definite. That never happened. You didn't know who that person was.
I never seen that person. Never heard of that person. Don't even know what that story is about. Honestly, I don't know where that came from.
Mm-hmm.
But for real, like if you was with somebody for that long, it should have been some type of makeup or something like that. Like, yo, really hear out the story.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if it's really true. Not no woman just comes up and said you got my sister pregnant and she had an abortion for you. Like, it sounds crazy.
But then there was also the evidence on the computer. Now let's talk about that because there were some screenshots on your computer. Duchess actually took your computer and broke it.
Mm-hmm.
But there were some screenshots of some vagina pictures and all of that. So were those pictures?
I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't know where the vagina pictures came from.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I could sit here, like, no, for real, man.
He got vagina pictures on his.
I don't know where they came from.
Caesar, you're not talking to your girl.
Yeah, I don't know
Come
where.
on,
You gotta
I
stick
didn't know
with
where
the
they came
story.
from.
Stop it.
Yeah,
So somebody
listen.
just airdropped you some.
It probably happened. I don't know. Yo. Why people don't
But
know
it was whole conversations like, yo, are you coming to Atlantic City? I'll come meet up with you and all of that. So those weren't conversations you ever had.
Nah.
They was just on your phone.
Nah. Those was honestly, it was never on my phone. I never ever met up anybody in Atlantic City. Like, I'm not the Atlantic City type of dude. Like, I'm not trying to floss or anything, but for all that, I go to Vegas or something like that. Why go to Atlantic City? Like, it's broken down and hurt right now. Like, at the end of the day, she knew what it was. I knew it was. Like, it's ironic, like, somebody just pops up a year after you opened up the shop that helped you to build and say, oh, she's pregnant, and you just run off saying, oh, you got somebody pregnant with no evidence. You're not even suspecting me of even having an affair. Like, if people know me, they know I'm a businessman. Like, I work, I go home, I work again. I'm opening up multiple shops. There's no way I could sit there and be playing with vagina all day and be doing what I was doing.
You seem like you're playing with it for a good portion of the day.
I mean,
oh no, hold on. I'm single now. I got a lot of time. You know, that quality time that you used to put into that woman that you cared about. Now I got all that time to play around and run my business.
Oh yeah, because you was in a relationship for so long.
I was in a relationship for 5 years.
So you never cheated.
So what happened? So why did you?
No, I ain't never said I never cheated.
I'm just asking.
Like I messed up once. I could admit to that. Like I've never wanted a person to sit there and say, "Yo, I'm at fault or something." I could take responsibility for it. I'm like, "Yo, I messed up. I'll do whatever it is to fix it." But after that situation, you know what you at risk to lose. So why would you sit there and put yourself in that type of predicament, especially if someone that you're trying to build an empire with? If you sit there in the middle of the night, you talk to your show and be like, "Yo, I don't really care about none of this. I really care about building, about making a empire." Like I'm really trying to do something different. Like there isn't nobody who's ever been a mogul of the tattoo industry, of black, white, period. You know what I mean? I'm trying to do something different. So for me to sit there and tell her, actually, like, "Yo, for real, I'm trying to do this with you," and then turn around and just be getting somebody pregnant or something like that, that sounds like a contradiction on myself.
You think mixing business and pleasure, would you do that again?
No, I don't think I'll ever do that again because it's just too much that could have been risked. Like, think about, like, right now, because she was with me so long, she thinks she could have half of my empire. I was already set when you got here, and people get confused. Like, Duchess never made me. At the end of the day, Duchess found me in a magazine that I was already in, Urban Ink, the first Urban Ink. I was already set to be somebody in this tattoo industry. When people sit there and say, "Oh, you been holding me back, I could have did this and I could have did that," you turn around a year later, what you doing? I'm moving out here. I'm opening up shops. I'm about to open up 4 new tattoo shops in 4 new states. Like, I'm not sitting here talking that, "Oh, I'm mad."
So Duchess wants half? She wants some of your...
Yo, she wanted half, bro. Like, we was married.
So what do you mean she wanted half?
She wanted half of all my shops. I got 4 shops right now. I got Atlanta, Orlando, and 2 in New York. I'm about to open up 4 more: DC, New Orleans, Houston, and it's gonna sound crazy, but Miami coming up real soon.
Why does that sound crazy?
Because, man, some people don't expect that of me. Like, I'm gonna have 8 shops by before the summer.
Why? I want that for you.
Yeah,
You're a young black entrepreneur.
Yeah, you want it, but you know what I mean? I'm coming from the hood. Some people be thinking like, "Yo, see, you really doing it like that?" Yeah, I'm doing it like that. I'm not sitting here going out buying no Bentley or buying $100,000 chain.
There you go.
I'd rather sit there and flipping in businesses.
You got a nice chain on, though. That ain't no cheap chain, though.
Oh,
That's
nah.
no cheap diamond.
Like, you know, you got to spend a little something. I ain't doing like you. You know what I mean? You taking all types of trips and whatnot. I'm like, wow, man, I need to go there.
So now, how does that work with you opening up the shops? Because you are the face of the shop, so people want to see you. They want to get tattoos from you, so you got to travel to shop frequently.
Yeah, it's a lot of no sleep. Like today, after this interview, I got to fly to Atlanta, check on my Atlanta shop. You know, we're gonna have to premiere down there because the first episode is basically all Atlanta, and then I got to come back up here, film. Then I got to go check my Orlando shops. Then I got to check on other properties. You know, because I'm trying to build up these other shops.
Now, what about does it turn people off sometimes when they watch the episodes and they see people fighting in the shop? Because I know sometimes I'm like, damn, they going way too hard. Like, I don't know.
I ain't gonna like for real. It took me like 2 seasons to get past that because I didn't really want to do this TV thing because with all that drama thing, it's like it takes away from the business. It takes away from the tattooing, and I had to get past that. So a lot of times, when after that second season, after it stopped, I had to go on tour. I used to do a tattoo tour and show people like we really have skills. We start winning awards and all. Like people don't know that we're award-winning tattoo shops. Like every single one of my shop, every single person in there won awards in multiple situations as dealing with tattoos. So a lot of time people don't understand like that's part of the engine. Like you gotta have drama for a show like Black Ink or any reality show to be popping so people will watch. And actually once I get people attention, my job is to make you understand that we're a tattoo shop too.
All right, we got more with Caesar from Black Ink Crew, so don't go anywhere. Here's Pharrell with Frontin'.
This audio was uploaded by Mr. G.A. Willie. Search for my channel on YouTube, MRGAWILLIE.
Everybody, it's DJ NV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club from Black Ink Crew. We have Caesar in the building. And what do you do about kids? I've been seeing a lot of
little
kids.
Caesars running around.
Kids. No, not your little kid, but I've been seeing a lot of kids getting tattoos. Like, I thought there was a particular age, maybe 16 or 18, but I'm seeing 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds having tattoos.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. In certain states, New York is probably like the most like regulated state as far as the age thing. I know in certain states like Maryland, you 14, your parents sign off for you get tattooed. Like, it's a different type of, all around the whole United States, the law for tattooing is different. That's why, like, when I finish opening these shops, I want to get into like the government branding of the whole tattooing industry. It should be some type of regulation for the whole nation, because there's situations where people catch infections and stuff like that, and there's no one to sit there and tell that shop they got to close down or penalize them. You could sit there and just change your name and you'd be a whole new shop, and you just chop somebody's whole arm off. I mean, so it's a different.
Do you feel bad when you look back at some of the episodes and you see Duchess crying over you, and, you know, does that ever make you feel bad? I'm just asking because clearly you guys were in love at one point and you were together for 5 years and you've done things that really have hurt her.
I look back now, I'll be honest with you, I look back now and I laugh at some of the stuff that I really fell for. Because in hindsight, you got to understand, like, when you're in love, you really don't see certain things. And when you sit back, like the Miami situation with Donna and everything.
Oh, she cheated on you.
Yeah, all that, you know what I mean? Like, you sit back and you start looking in hindsight, like, whoa, I was a sucker. Like, at the end of the day, it was all a learning experience with Duchess. I was really in love with her. Like, I could sit there and tell you, like, I love that woman, and I'm glad that we both got to sit there and experience it. But we wasn't for each other. At the end of the day, we both split up. As soon as I split from her, I was doing more things. When
salsa dancing.
Exactly. I'm salsa dancing. I'm exploring things. I'm opening up shops. Like, I'm getting to live my life more than living my life for somebody. And that's the only difference between now and then. Like, I was living for somebody. I was trying to make somebody else happy. I was trying to appease them because that was supposed to be my other half. That's why I opened up her shop.
She has her own shop, right?
Yeah, the shop that I gave her, whatever that's called now. I opened up her own shop. Because, yo, sometimes it'd be crazy because you be sitting back looking at interviews like, damn, word, that's how you feeling, shorty? Like, damn, for real?
Is she going to be on the next season, too?
Oh, no, it's quiet. That's my TV show. We mentioned her and whatnot because she got that lawsuit, but it's quiet for that, man. Shorty tripping, yo. When you start thinking, oh, you made yourself, you did this for yourself, and I'm not even the type of guy to be like, I made you, I did this, but you don't show no type of credit, and then when you get from me, it's like, yo, F him, F this, F that. It's like, I understand the game. It's what's up. I learned from it later.
Well, can she be with another guy?
Oh, hell yeah. She been with multiple guys. They ain't on me. And like, at the end of the day, we both moved past. Like, I can't see myself ever rekindling anything with her or ever going back down that path because it's like, I never go back. Once I
bet if her shop gets bigger than your shop.
She got a shop in North Carolina, right?
It can't happen, bro. I got multiple shops. It's never going to happen. I gave her that shop. Like, it's a difference. Like, when you sit here and give a person a mentality, like, yo, you need to open up your own. You need to have this and nobody else know. And you keep it to yourself. And then you realize, like, 2 years later, what's moving? How many shops has she moved yet? I'm about to be on 8. She's still on 1 that I gave her. She's still catching up. Like, I'm not trying to be no jerk or no, but facts is facts.
Do you hope her shop gets closed down?
Nah, I hope for the best, bro. That's the only reason why I ain't moving to North Carolina. If I'm moving to North Carolina, that gets shut down.
She in North Carolina now, right?
Yeah.
So why not just help her enhance hers?
Because shorty don't want. She sat there and said she did everything on her own.
She's trying to get half of his stuff.
Yeah, and then she turned around and tried, like, you imagine you ain't never married somebody, you been with somebody, and you thought about marrying, and they turn around and be like, nah, I want to be with you, but I want to take half. Right. Nah, I ain't doing that.
Can they do that? Can somebody do that?
Yo, that's what I was wondering. Until my lawyer's like, nah, she can't do that shit.
Hey, y'all really don't like each other, but you love her, though. You still love her.
Nah, ain't that I don't like her. It was just that.
You still
like,
love her. You can see it.
No. I still got love for Shorty, no doubt. Like, once you love someone.
They say they still love him. I still got love for Shorty.
I don't want nothing bad to happen to her.
Exactly. I want nothing bad to happen.
But I ain't giving her half.
Right. I'm not giving her half and say the f*** out my way at the end of the day because as I feel like this, there's certain things she's done to not just me, to other members of my crew and my family that don't make no sense, trying to be vindictive. It's like, Shorty, we know you now. Like, before you was putting up a whole facade for 5 years, we know the true you. I don't want to deal with the true you.
Now, let's talk about Carly Red, because there's rumors that she's going to be on this season, because you were dating Carly Red for some time. Is she going to be on season 6 of Black Ink?
Yeah, Carly makes an appearance, a very short appearance.
Why are you laughing like that? Are y'all still together? I know she popped up on you and caused all kinds of drama.
That's what Carly
How'd you
does.
meet Carly Rae?
It's like, how can you say?
Why you keep laughing, man?
I don't know why.
I'm trying to figure out how to say this, because when you first open up in Atlanta and you that type of, you get like gifts, and Carly's like one of the first gifts. She's like, your welcome to Atlanta gifts. Like when you see Carly, he's like, oh, this is my first piece of in Atlanta. I bet. That's about it.
I thought y'all didn't do
said
nothing at first
She
for a
was
while.
my gift. Who
is
usually
doing
people
that?
get gifts like
You
a
and
bottle
Carly,
of
I thought you guys
champagne?
were having some type of celibacy relationship. At
Yo,
first.
that was some weird because I didn't even know what that damn word was, yo. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? Then Ted put me on. I was like, hold on. She said we ain't doing nothing? Oh, you tripping, shorty. That's why I had to get away from her, yo. She tripping. All that stuff. I don't know what the hell she was on.
All right, so I guess that relationship is over. Safe to say.
Yeah. I'm a
Usually
single
you get
man.
a bottle of champagne as a gift, though.
Nah, you gotta come to Atlanta, man. Well,
Nah,
you
I'm
married right now.
I'm
You
good.
can't come to Atlanta.
Caesar, you kind of
What they
running
call them,
through.
C's Hefner over there?
You might need to give your penis a break, man.
I
You
think
just
about
sit
Before you
down.
catch an STD, man, I told you, you out here having sex like it's the early 2000s. Them days is overseas.
I know. I've been trying to settle down, but it ain't happening right now.
No,
Now I
you
gotta
haven't. It
mingle.
don't seem like it.
Now I'm gonna settle down one day. I just don't know what day it is.
Now, if somebody came in and said, I want to get a tattoo on my penis, would you do it?
Nah, I ain't doing no penis tattoo.
Wow.
I'm beyond that now.
Wow.
Nah,
He said,
I
I'm
got-
beyond that now. Back then, I might have did it, but now.
Yeah, it's quick stack like go ahead, but I got employees for that. You gotta put your work
Somebody
in,
else
bro.
gotta do it. Okay.
Exactly.
That's
Somebody
kind of
else
like
gotta
that. I mean, all your employees could turn that down if they wanted
do it.
to.
No, they can't. No, they can't. They gotta get that money.
What?
Because whatever I had to do, somebody like somebody.
Oh,
always
so you've
told
done
me-
that before?
Yeah, I've done the penis tattoo, man.
What'd you put on it?
What he put? He put some stupid
tear-
shit.
He said, I ain't gay. We know I said you was gay for doing the penis tattoo.
Is that
no,
a
no,
teardrop
I've done
or is that a...
He had put his. Oh no, he had put his shorty name on it.
On his penis?
Yeah, he
I
was
hope they
fucking-
still
He must have
together.
messed up.
I don't know what the you did. I just wanted my money, bitch.
Did you make him take a shower? Do you charge extra? Was he circumcised?
Get a wet wipe.
You gotta clean it off first, right?
Sterilize it.
No, man. You ain't
Yes,
gotta
you
do
do.
that. No, you
Yes, you
don't.
do.
No,
You
you
gotta
don't.
sterilize
You have
the
shorty.
area.
You have shorty hold that shit. You go just like this. You get it going,
You
man.
gotta
I
get that
done
shit
it.
back.
So you ain't take no little sterilization pad and rub it on his
You
penis.
supposed to spray that shit, make her do that, yo. That's crazy.
It gotta be a wreck, right?
Yo, come on, man. That was the bad days. Don't bring up the bad days, yo.
So wait, so does a guy's penis have to be
gotta
erect
be
while he's
erect.
getting
Yes,
the
it
tattoo?
has to be. That's
So
why
how
his
you-
shorty
So you
had
had
to
a
be.
fluffer?
His girl was there. His
So he
girl was
looking
the
at you in the
fluffer.
eyes while you
No,
do
he
it.
was not looking at me in my eyes. He's looking down. I told him don't look at me, yo. Hey, I had to. There were certain rules there, yo.
Oh, man. There you go. Well, there you have it. Caesar from Black Ink Crew. When does the new season pop off?
Wednesday at 10 o'clock.
Wednesday at 10 o'clock. And we appreciate you for joining us, man.
I thank you for having me, man.
And there you have it. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Gucci Mane. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club.
That's right. Goddamn Wednesday. What's happening?
Let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Mace.
It's about time. What's going on?
Rumor report. This is the Rumor Report
Talk to him.
with Angela Yee on the Breakfast Club.
This audio was uploaded by Mr. G.A. Willie. Search for my channel on YouTube, MRGAWILLIE.
Well, Angie Martinez interviewed Mace yesterday.
Drop on
and
the clues bombs for Angie Martinez. Then.
The interview's over an hour and a half long, so I haven't had a chance to watch the entire thing, so I'm trying to break it down for you as we watch it. But amongst the things that were discussed were, of course, Cameron and what made Mace do that song, The Oracle. Well, here is what Mace had to say.
The spirit of the song is I'm a grown man. Whatever happened when we was 19, grow up.
But then you participated, though.
No, because I have to.
Right.
At what point do I step in and say, I've shown you my character by turning the other cheek, and you keep going like you know something I don't know?
What was-
know eventually
Yeah.
I was going to come out the house. You knew that. So why keep going there? That's what he wanted. He got what he wanted.
How does it end?
If it's not stopped, it's going to end bad for him.
All right. Well, he talks about having a 13-year-old son to who he has to prove that he's a man that stands up for himself. He also said he's a pastor. And why are people upset that he's moved up in life? He said, when a rapper turns around and elevates, we praise them like 50 Cent and Jay-Z. Don't make it a curse because I did it. What's the issue with that?
He's still saying he's a pastor?
I guess.
I just heard a freestyle from him yesterday. We was talking about moving bricks and shooting people. So how is he a pastor?
Well, I guess he's talking about the time that he did move on to become a pastor and moved up in life.
I wonder if he's still a pastor now, if he still has a congregation, if he's still preaching. I wonder that.
I mean, if
it might be in this interview because I haven't seen the whole thing. I'm halfway through, so I'll let you know.
I mean, if he's still got people stupid enough to follow him, more blessings to him.
All right, now, he also talks about the golden era, and he says he had a lot to do with Bad Boy's golden era. Check it out.
A lot of the songs, I came to Puff with those songs.
Done.
People, they never give me credit for that. All my awards went to Puff. I wrote all those songs.
More Money, More Problems.
Yeah, but that was on Big Album.
Right.
So that was songs I had as my single that they gave the Biggie.
Got it.
For his album.
Mm-hmm. Do you not get paid for those even now?
Yes, but I'm saying, like, if you knew that Mace was the one doing all of that, you would see me in a different light. Even today, people praise Bad Boy. The real golden era of Bad Boy, I was spearheading.
Now he goes on to talk about the Oracle freestyle that he did. He's gotten several multi-million-dollar deals from that, and he said he's going to actually go on tour to let people know that he meant what he meant. And he tells a bunch of different stories. He talks about pulling up on Cameron. He drove from Atlanta to Miami just to pull up on him, and then afterward, the two of them just ended up playing ball, hanging out. But then he said Cameron went and did another interview after that where he talked about him. And so a lot more into that, so I'll make sure that we give you some more as the day goes by. But he also says that 50 Cent would never violate Eminem, and so he feels like you should pay respect to those who brought you into the game. So
I'm just curious where it all came back from, because it's been 20 years. It's been a long time. Like, why now?
And on the Oracle, you said Cam F. Jules on some Diddy stuff. So you're not paying respect to the people who brought you into the game? What is that? I'm not listening to all these contradictions. I got to listen to the interview. Let me hear the whole interview first.
All right, so a lot of things in here. He says one day he will be in the same realm as J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar when it comes to living a purposeful life. A purposeful life.
Well, I mean, you got to do music of socially redeeming value like them. That's what I thought Mace was going to do once he came out from being a pastor and started rapping again. I thought his music was going to reflect that lifestyle. But
we all did, because his first verse was
doesn't.
Jesus Walks. Remember he did the Jesus Walks remix? And everybody thought that was the lane he was going then.
But you want to go back to Murder Mace with G-Unit.
And then he did the ping ping, I'm going to shoot your doors up, ping ping. That's why I was confused.
Now you talking about moving bricks and shooting. Like, I mean, why can't you do that now? You're 40-something years old. Those guys are way younger than you. Why can't your music reflect where your mind state was at when you are a pastor now? Why? Why not? That's what I would like to.
And I get the response. I mean, he probably felt like Cam was poking on at his forehead for a long time.
Yeah, that's what he said. He's been going at me.
But all the other stuff I'm kind of confused with.
All right, now let's discuss Spotify. Who is the most streamed artist of the year? Last year, it was Drake. Drake had 4.7 billion streams, but this year, it is Ed Sheeran. So congratulations.
Wow. Drop on the clues ball for Ed Sheeran. That's my guy.
Ed Sheeran, who is the most streamed artist of 2017.
How did Shape of You not get nominated for Record of the Year at the Grammys?
That's what's crazy. Mm-hmm. All right, as far as women, Rihanna is number 1 for most streamed, and then Taylor Swift is number 2.
Okay.
All right, well, I'm Angela Yee, and that is your Rumor Report.
All right, thank you, Miss E. Charlamagne.
Yes.
Who you giving that down to?
Well, you know, I never pass on an opportunity to teach. We need Rita Ora to come to the front of the congregation. We'd like to have a word with her, please.
Okay. All right.
And we need to have a nice little lesson about side dishes and entrees.
Okay. All right, we'll give it to Rita Ora when we come back. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
It's the donkey of the day.
Bunch of for the donkey of the day.
That's pretty funny.
Charlamagne the devil?
Possibly. The Breakfast Club.
Yes, donkey of the day for Wednesday, December 6th goes to Rita Ora. Rita's a fine young lady, nice individual, but donkey of the day does not discriminate. Now, poor Rita found herself on the wrong side of social media yesterday when she posted a picture on Twitter with UFC star Conor McGregor. Let me tell you something about social media. It's an old saying that applies to pictures that people don't use anymore. And that saying is a picture says 1,000 words. Remember that saying? Mm-hmm. Great saying, but doesn't apply to this era at all, because nowadays people post a picture and they have to add a hashtag or some witty caption to it, okay? That's just the way the game goes. And Rita Ora did this with Conor McGregor. Rita posted the picture with Conor and added the caption, "Date night." Now, this would be perfectly fine if Conor McGregor was single. All right, Conor has been with his childhood sweetheart, Dee, for 9 years, and earlier this year they became parents for the first time. Salute to them. A round of applause to them for having a child. All right, now when Connor Jr. is his name. Well, the wrath of social media came down on Rita Ora hard, okay? Connor's teammate, Artem Lebov, tweeted, "Sorry, Rita, burgers are nice, but not when a man has steak at home." Nice little jab, but a burger is still an entree. In this case, he should have compared Rita to a side. A house salad, fries, mashed sweet potatoes, asparagus, some jasmine rice, pilaf, cheddar mac and cheese. Those are sides, okay? Trust me, fellas. If you got a steak at home and a burger in the streets, you doing too much, okay? You don't treat a side like an entree, okay? Even if that entree is a burger, all right? Another fan tweeted, "Rita, you've got a fine Irish steak." She tweeted at Rita, "You've got a fine Irish steak at home, mate. No need to ruin it with McDonald's." No, that tweet went to Connor. Yeah, he tweeted Connor, "You've got a fine Irish steak at home, mate. No need to ruin it with McDonald's." Another fan tweeted, "Date night with a married man. This is a common thing for you, isn't it, hun?" Another fan tweeted, "That's lovely for his partner and mother of his child. Have a bit of respect, maybe." Now, here's the thing. I saw somebody tweet, "Man, feel bad for D seeing these pictures and seeing him liking all these lasses posts on IG." So I guess Connor has been liking Rita's post. If indeed Connor is liking a bunch of Rita's pics, then yes, he's setting the wrong precedent. Okay, he has made Rita feel comfortable to the point to where she feels she can take a pic with him and post it with the caption "date night." Now, I don't know if Connor and Rita have something going on. That's not my business. I'm just using this as an opportunity to teach my brothers. If you got a steak at home, sirloin, ribeye, if you got a half rack of ribs at home, if you got Parmesan crusted chicken at home, fried shrimp at home, whatever your entree is, and your side dish, your sweet potato fries, your steamed spinach, your tomato mozzarella salad takes a pic with you and puts date night, then she don't think she's Hush Puppies, all right? She don't think she's a baked potato. She thinks she's an entree. She thinks she's the chicken fingers. She thinks she's the sizzling chicken and cheese. She thinks she's the fish and not the chips, and that's your fault, all right? Now, a spokesperson for Rita said she meant no offense. The spokesperson said date night is a figure of speech. Rita also posted selfies with Donatella Versace as her real date and one with Jordan Dunn as her date. Rita, fire your spokesperson, all right? Gun in your spokesperson's face, and that's all they can come up with. Donatella Versace is a 16-year-old woman. Jordan Dunn is a 27-year-old supermodel. Putting date night with them means nothing, all right? We know y'all just having fun. Girls' night out. Of course it's just a figure of speech with them, but not when you out with a 29-year-old UFC star with an 8-pack, all right? Rita, you've been in this business long enough to know what would happen when you posted that pic with the caption date night. All you had to post was just kicking it with Conor McGregor, hanging out with Conor McGregor, or post at the British Fashion Awards with Conor McGregor. All of those captions would have been perfectly fine, but they wouldn't have stirred up the waters to catch the fish that you were looking for. So if you did that, knowing he's in a relationship, knowing he got a child at home, then you deserve every bit of slander you received on social media yesterday. And if indeed, Rita, you and Connor do have something going on, now if I'm Connor, I gotta cut you off. I gotta burn down the Carter. You done made it hot and alerted the feds because you the koosh trying to be the salmon. Please give Rita Ora the biggest hee-haw, please.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. You stupid motherfucker. Are you dumb?
Where's Remy coming from?
I don't know.
Why y'all keep doing this?
It's so harsh.
Where is Remy coming from, man?
Jeez, Remy.
Can we save Remy for special occasions, all right? Jesus Christ.
Goodness. Now, Rita did post a picture of herself after all that with Watt. I guess that's her boyfriend with 2 hearts.
Oh,
she
really?
put last night, so
she disrespected, she got a boyfriend?
I guess.
So she disrespected her boyfriend by putting a guy up and saying date night too? Matter of fact, hit Remy Martin again. Give her another. She do deserve it.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. You stupid motherfucker. Are you dumb?
She do deserve it, Remy.
All right.
Well, maybe she was just kidding.
You said couscous?
Couscous.
Couscous?
It's couscous.
Nigga, he said, you eat it, don't you?
He said couscous. I said, what the hell is couscous?
I didn't know. I thought he made it up.
I said, what the hell is a couscous?
I thought
eat
it was
it, don't you?
Slang for a cooch.
Yeah, I do eat couscous.
Okay, Ken. If I put it down next to you and I said, you said, what is this? I said, couscous. You gonna eat it, right?
Couscous. Right.
You know what it is? I hate when people know what you're talking about.
I didn't know what you was talking about.
Yes, you did know what I was talking about.
No, I did not. He had to explain. He was like, he told me couscous. I didn't know what couscous is.
I assume maybe he doesn't eat couscous.
I thought couscous was like vagina. Couscous. That's what I thought.
Couscous.
I've been talking about side dishes the whole donkey of the day. All of a sudden, you don't know what couscous is.
It's not couscous.
What's couscous?
It's a side dish.
You know what?
I thought it was a strain of weed.
That's kush. You know what?
I hate when people know what you're talking about, but just because you mispronounce it, it's wrong.
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey of the day. Up next, Ask Yee. 800-585-1051. If you got a relationship question for Yee, you could call her right now. 800-585-1051.
Maybe it's the holidays and you're realizing you're the koosh.
You the koosh. Whatever it may be, call her now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
This audio was uploaded by Mr. G.A. Willie. Search for my channel on YouTube, MRGAWILLIE.
Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. It's time for Ask Yee. Hello, who's this?
William Scott.
All right, what's your question for Yee?
All right, so I went all out for Christmas this year. I got my girl a pair of shoes,
nice,
2 expensive bags, and a dog. Is Christmas also too cliche to propose?
Oh man, listen, that's up to y'all. Like, I wouldn't tell you when to propose and when not to. Just keep a couple of things in mind. Number one, when you propose on Christmas, if things don't work out, she gets to keep the ring because it is a present. So when that happens on Christmas, on someone's birthday, on Valentine's Day, if things don't work out, that is a Christmas present. She gets to keep that ring legally. So keep that in mind, okay? But other than that, I say just make it super special. Some people would love, if you know your girl better than us, for the family to be around, for everybody to be like, oh my God, and everyone to be involved. Some people would rather it be a private affair with just the two of you. Now, what do you think she would prefer?
She's definitely the more big, grand gesture, but I'm the private guy. Like, I like things to be more so low-key.
Well, it's not about you.
Yeah, you're doing this for her to be excited. So I will also say that make sure you let certain members of the family know ahead of time. Not that you don't want them to ruin it, but make sure you give them the heads up so that they know something special is about to happen and so that they feel included as well, because you don't want to spring it on everyone.
Right. Well, I already have her father's permission.
Okay, perfect. Well, then I think that's great. Make it beautiful. Make sure y'all get that on film so you have that moment for the rest of your lives. Now, how do you plan on doing it?
I was actually going to do it after dinner.
Okay.
I got a couple of family members coming in from out of town. So, yeah, that was my thing. I was actually going to put it under the tree.
All right.
Ooh, that's dope. Like, it'd be the last gift and be like, what's that? Somebody didn't open their gift.
Well, this is going to be the best
dope.
Christmas of her life, thanks to you.
Well, I'm glad. Thank you for all your help.
He about to propose this woman?
Yeah, at Christmas dinner. That's dope, man. Good
After
luck.
dinner.
Really not, though, but whatever.
Why not?
Because now that means that your engagement anniversary is going to be on Christmas. So you're costing yourself double the money when it comes to these times. Like, you got to space these things out throughout the year.
Do you get gifts for your engagement?
It's worth it if she's worth it.
She's worth it. He went all out. He already got his shoes, bags, a ring. He's going to spend the rest of his life with this woman. So why not?
In a few years when he's like, damn, I got to buy an engagement anniversary gift and Christmas
Who
gift.
buys engagement presents?
Engagement anniversary gift.
Y'all don't celebrate y'all engagement?
No, you celebrate your anniversary.
Anniversary?
Yeah, how you know? How you know?
Because me and my boyfriend celebrate our anniversary. We don't celebrate the day that he said, will you be my girlfriend?
Well, it means something to us.
Not to Envy.
No, we do. When we first started going out,
he was dead broke. That's why he don't want to remember when he proposed.
He's not broke now.
I proposed on the island of Anguilla, okay? So that means something to me.
And then he didn't tell none of us for 8 months.
You proposed when you was 19, Envy, all right?
I was actually
but it's not about y'all. It's not about y'all.
Did you have a ring when you proposed?
Yes, I did.
Oh,
congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And your soon-to-be fiance. Sorry, these guys got us off track.
It's all good.
All right.
All right, bro. All right. Ask Yee. 800-585-1051. If you have a question for Yee, relationship advice, you need some of that help, call her now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. We're in the middle of Ask Yee. Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Super.
Super?
How you guys doing? Good morning.
Super?
Super.
Yes.
All right, Super. What's your question for Yee?
Okay. Well, I was with the father of my child for 4 years.
Okay.
And he did tell me that he was married in the beginning, but he married her for legal issues.
Oh boy,
which I knew of, and he has 2 children for her.
So he married her so she could stay in the country?
Yeah, but she ended up getting deported anyway.
Okay.
And I don't know why, but he never told me. He said her visa was expired, but I don't believe that. And I don't know. He goes to Turks and Caicos. He goes to visit his kids, but when he's there, I feel as if like he's speaking with her because I cannot get in contact with him, and then he tells me it's the Wi-Fi, it's the signal.
Oh hell no! I was in Turks and Caicos. That Wi-Fi works perfectly fine. I was on the phone nonstop, and they got these plans that are unlimited calling plans, so he should have no issue with the data plans and the calling. It's $10 a day.
You see, and he tells me that, and it's up to the point where she would send him pictures, and I left the house because it was just too much, and he would tell her our business. And, when I left, and now, I love him. I've been with him for 4 years. He's the father of my children, And I don't know, we talk every night, but it's like he's so hurt that I left, and he doesn't want anything to do with me, but then he wants something to do with me. And it's just like too much mixed emotions going on. Like, I know I love him, but I left to kind of show him, like, put my foot down that I don't want to, you know, like, I'm not BSing with him. But it's just like, I don't know what to do.
Well, Super, it's up to you on how much you want to take. Clearly, you know that he's messing with both of y'all. I mean, from everything that you told me, don't be naive. You know that he's messing with both of y'all. He's telling her your business. He can't be found when he goes to see her. She's sending pictures. What's your conclusion?
But she knows about me.
Okay, I'm not asking you, does she know about you? You know about her, too.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, is there any doubt in your mind that he's also messing with her?
Yeah, and we have gone to arguments about that. And, you know, when he tells her, he showed me text messages where he tells her, you know, like, I'm with Teresa, you need to stop. But then in the same breath, he goes and he's, you know, oh, you have a nice picture of where he's going, who are you with? And I'm, like, on his WhatsApp looking at it and reading it. And, you know, we've gone to arguments about it. And I don't know, it's just, but I did leave the house. But it's like a part of me wants to go back home. And, you know, we have children and it's hard. I don't want to be like a single mom, but.
You don't want to be a single mom at all. I get that. But you also don't want to be in a relationship with somebody who you are allowing to do whatever they want.
True.
So if he wants to be with you, then his actions have to reflect that. And what that means is he can't do things that make you uncomfortable. That means when he goes to Turks and Caicos to see his kids, he should be not staying in their house and you should go with him. And he should have no problem with that.
True.
That means that he shouldn't be leaving inappropriate comments. That means that he should make sure that you're comfortable with their relationship because it is a big sacrifice for you to have to deal with this. Obviously, any woman would be insecure and having to deal with another woman that he's doing all of these things with. He shouldn't want you to feel insecure. He should want you to feel like you have nothing to worry about, period.
True.
So he's not fulfilling his duty.
Right, so it's not me because he's making me feel guilty. So
now, Super, it's up to him. You tell him what happens between us is up to you now. If moving forward you are not finding it in both of our best interests for you to make me feel more secure and to not do these things that you know are messed up, that I would never do to you, that I shouldn't accept from anybody, then you need to stop, you need to chill, and you need to make me your first priority. You know, me and your kids, obviously. I'm not telling you can't see your kids, but what I'm saying is you can't be shady.
Okay.
And it's up to him now. Let's see what he does.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay, Super. And you got to take action. If he doesn't fulfill what he's supposed to do as a man, then what you do next is your move.
Thank you. And I'm young. I'm 25. I don't need that.
That's right, girl.
All right. Thank you, Yee.
You're welcome.
All right. Ask Yee. 800-585-1051. Now, Yee, you got rumors on the way?
Let's talk some more about Mase, his interview on Angie Martinez. We told you this just went down last night. So we're still gathering together some intel from what he had to say in this hour and 36-minute long interview, but we'll have some of that for you.
All right. We'll get into all that when we come back. Keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
First things first.
The Breakfast Club.
This audio was uploaded by Mr. G.A. Willie. Search for my channel on YouTube, MRGAWILLIE.
Kendrick Lamar. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV Angela
really like
Yee,
that
Charlamagne
song.
the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Now, we've been on this radio for 7 years today.
Yeah, shout out to Baller Alert because they reminded us.
They reminded me.
They definitely hit us and said, hey, today's y'all 7-year anniversary.
7-year anniversary.
7 years on this radio.
How much longer I got with y'all? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but shout to all the listeners out there that supported from day one. We appreciate you guys for riding with us from the ups, the downs, the lefts, the rights.
Salute to all the listeners who just started listening and think we're just a podcast. or think we're just a show on YouTube. You know what I mean?
We love you too.
Salute to all the shows on YouTube. I love it. I love all outlets, but you know.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening.
Absolutely.
I'll give y'all a couple more years.
Well, let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Mase.
Listen up.
It's just in.
All the gossip. The Rumor Report. Gossip. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
Well, we've already told you Mase was on with Angie Martinez, and he had a lot of things to get off his chest. It was damn near an hour and 40 minutes. Now, one issue he had, because Mase was actually supposed to come on to The Breakfast Club. He wanted to come on. He seemed excited to come on, and then I guess he changed his mind. And it might be because he's being railroaded. Here's what he had to say.
and people, they ask the questions in a way that just makes them go at me.
Mm-hmm.
Just like this morning, Charlamagne asked Fab and Jadakiss something, and he always just throw the bait out there because he knows that if they have something against Mase, I'm going to put it in a way that brings it out of them. You cannot do that to people. You can't take this platform and use that to railroad any person.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what you're on the air to do. Yes, you have the right to have your opinion.
Yes.
But when you stay on a person biasly, what do you think is going to come out of that?
I bait no one. I railroad no one, okay? How am I being biased by repeating what Mase said to Genius?
Okay, well, let's go to Breakfast Club court because here's what happened on the Breakfast Club.
Mase was breaking down his Oracle disc, and he was talking to Genius, and he said, people hold Jadakiss up there as one of the greats. It's just my path. Didn't request me to be that lyrical. I was a lot better looking, so I didn't have to be a dirty artist. Now, were you aware that Mase thinks he looks better than you?
Nah, man. I don't think he looks better than me either.
So once again, how am I being biased by repeating what Mase said to Genius? He said all of that, including the dirty artist thing.
All right.
How am I to blame for that?
You guys can weigh in, hashtag Breakfast Club, and say what you think. Whose side are you taking with this one? Is it Mase versus Charlamagne?
There ain't no Mase versus Charlamagne. Shut up. Jesus Christ.
All right. Now, Mase also talked about other things. Of course, I mean, the main topic of discussion was him and Cameron.
I think this interview was very biased.
The spirit of the song is, I'm a grown man. Whatever happened when we was 19, grow up.
But then you participated, though.
No, because I have to.
Right.
At what point do I step in and say, I've shown you my character by turning the other cheek, and you keep going like you know something I don't know? You know eventually I was going to come out the house. You knew that.
Come out the church.
So why keep going there? That's what he wanted. He got what he wanted.
How does it end?
If it's not stopped, it's going to end bad for him.
Oh, God. Listen, nobody's railroading Mase. He thinks people are railroading and blackballing him. No, it's 2017, not the 90s. You just got to reinvent yourself. Or maybe that window of opportunity in the rap game is closed. Who knows?
I don't think anybody's railroading him. I think he's kind of, I don't want to say scared. I don't think he wants to answer the questions people have for him. That's why.
He just did an hour and 40-minute interview.
But even the religious questions, he didn't want to answer. But she asked him about the church and religion. He was like, I don't want to talk about it.
Well, he did. I mean,
Nope.
I felt like he said certain things.
Listen, here's the thing. Nobody cares that Mase went to become a pastor. That's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? When you find God and you decide you want to be a pastor, God bless you. It's the fact you went from being a pastor to being a gangster rapper.
All right, let me finish my rumor report
that's the
because there's a lot more things we want to hear from Mase firsthand on Angie's show. Now, I'm going to go to right now a clip that Envy was talking about, and this was Mase talking about his relationship with Cameron and actually how he was wearing Cameron's hand-me-downs.
A lot of the songs I came to Puff with those songs.
Done.
People, they never give me credit for that. All my awards went to Puff. I wrote all those songs.
More Money, More Problems.
Yeah, but that was on Big Album.
Right.
So that was songs I had as my single that they gave the Biggie.
Got it.
For his album.
Mm-hmm. Do you not get paid for those even now?
Yes, but I'm saying, like, if you knew that Mase was the one doing all of that, you would see me in a different light. Even today, people praise Bad Boy. The real golden era of Bad Boy, I was spearhead.
Well, that wasn't the part I was talking about.
about Cam Hand-Me-Down.
Yeah, that wasn't the part I was talking about.
Now, I tried to explain the actual clip we were going to play because it's one that was just put in, but this is... Emmys, you got it?
How we made it to 7 years with this type of
I was
nonsense.
always second to Cam. I wore his sneakers. He was telling the truth. I washed his sneakers because my family was so poor. We had nothing. His sneakers, hand-me-down, was my get fresh. I was from the bottom of the bottom. So then when we got in music, the narrative changed because now I'm first. Remember, Cam was All-American. I wasn't All-American. I was the dirty. Cam was the fresh. And when you look at it in reverse, you're like, wait a minute. No, I was the one in the bottom looking for a way. I worked my tail off. I got good at music. Even when we started doing music, Big L put Cam on a record. Nobody put me on a record. So then when I popped, you better believe I had a chip on my shoulder.
See, you railroading him right now.
See, now that was
That's
unnecessary.
That's the problem.
All right, okay.
Now, I just want to say this, you know.
Was that necessary?
No.
Let me say this. When Mase approached Charlamagne and approached me, he was mad because he said we was talking about him on the radio and it was affecting his business. And I told him the same thing Charlamagne said. come to the radio.
I knew that's what.
No,
you
that's
said.
where it came. That's where it came from. We said you have to explain how you went from being in the church to all of a sudden being a gangster rapper.
I didn't tell him come to no radio. No.
Oh, I did. That's what I told him. I told him because I said I'm a Mace fan, but I don't understand it. You got to explain this, and he just never had.
When he approached me 3 years ago, was it 3-4 years ago?
3 years ago.
He said that people are blackballing him in New York, and I'm leading the charge. And I said nobody is blackballing you. It's just not the '90s. That's what I told him. We had a conversation.
Well, Mace had planned to come up here, so I don't know what happened. But
all I know is I never said Mace was whack. I just said that when it came to lyrics, just bars, skills, nothing else. Mace wasn't a top 5 rapper on Bad Boy.
I don't agree with that.
Okay, Big, Jada, Styles, Chic, Black Rob, and G-Dep. Even if you think Mace was better than G-Dep, he still lands in the 6th spot. And that's not a diss. He was a really good player on an all-star team. That's
I think
my
Mace.
opinion.
I really don't know enough G-Dep lyrics and songs.
Mace is
to
in
be
that
able
top
to-
Where did he land in that top 5?
5.
All right.
Mace is in that top 5, though. Mace is in that top 5. I think he's definitely in that top 5.
Hey, now he ain't better than Rob.
Lyrical? Absolutely.
He ain't better than Black Rob. I give him no. He's a 6 man. Good play on an all-star team. Ron
But what
Alper.
about the fact that he said he did?
Andre Iguodala.
What about the fact that he
Stop
said he
it.
did write a lot of those songs?
That's great.
That
He's a
was
good
on
writer.
Bad Boy. So
Great writer. Good writer. Great writer. Cool. Still a 6 man.
all right, well that's your
Ain't nothing
rumor
wrong being
report.
Andre Iguodala. You
And,
get a ring?
and it's also a matter of opinion. If
So-
y'all
and it's
have
all a matter of opinion.
Envy has an opinion, you have an opinion.
He ain't better than
Other
Styles,
people
though.
have
I don't know what
opinions.
B-Dot talking
He's not-
about.
no.
And I'm never letting you live that down, B-Dot. And I'm glad Styles gave you a couple shots yesterday. Okay?
Yeah, he definitely did.
Yeah, I gotta definitely give
Styles
you
said, don't get it
Styles
effed up now.
I'm
as
glad
well.
he gave you a
I'm
couple
actually
shots.
nervous for B-Dot.
No, Styles
No,
not that guy.
I know. He already said it's no offense.
No, he's
and
not that
they
type of
still
guy
won't.
anymore. He's not that guy
But
anymore.
he might have some more darts for him. So I
Catch
don't
you
know.
coming out that rap radar building, drop a double-door refrigerator on your head, B-Dot.
Catch you coming out that juice bar. You
Yeah,
in
we
trouble.
might throw a smoothie at your head, B-Dot.
Expect somebody like him.
Vegetables
I
at you.
expect somebody like him to think Mace is better than Styles.
My goodness. All right. Well, thank you for those rumors. Ye Revolt. We'll see you tomorrow. Everybody else, the People's Choice Mix is up next. Let me know what you want to hear. And I got you. 800-585-1051 is the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
WWPR